Hi everyone. Boy, that's bad. Let me move back. That's a little better. I have to reach for my books, though. I have quite a few books to hold up. This is the Teacher Hat book tag, created by my mate over in England, Gareth. This channel is Book Songs and Other Magic. Link below. This tag is like pushing a year old. I told you I'm behind in tags, and it's good to be behind. I'm going to tag some people right off the bat here. People whom I know were teachers before and are retired now, or currently teachers, or that I think were teachers, or that were editors or writers like that. And then if you're watching this video, you're tagged too. First off, you're supposed to briefly tell about your teaching experiences. And I remember mine like it was yesterday. I know that's a cliche. However, it's true. I think a lot about it. It was, at the time I was teaching community college, and I did not like it. Boy, would I love to have that job now. It was very easy. Almost anybody can do it. You have to follow a syllabus. The hardest part, and now it's funny when I look back, like football players and other people had to take the class. It was a required elective, 101 English, 102 composition. And that was interesting. Yeah, very interesting. I taught, I'm going back like 20 years. It's another life. In grad school as a TA, and that was interesting. My experience there was infamous. I'm not going to regress. If you want to know, ask me. And then I've taught in other places. Believe it or not, I taught someone to read, an adult to read. I won't say where, but I was teaching, and he said, I can't read. I can't read it. So, of course, I got him a pair of, readers. Well, I got him a couple. Here's a couple, 2, 3 readers. See if which one. He goes, no, you don't understand. I can't read. See, he said it the first time, and then he probably said it like 3 times before I understood. And this is, boy, back in the day, 20 years ago, back in the 90s. Lord, that's enough of that. A lot of teaching GED. I've taught GED for high school English test equivalency. That's general education for those people in Britain. People who drop out of high school or whatnot can get their GED. It's a high school equivalent as an adult. I've done that. TEFL, teaching English as a foreign language. I have so many funny stories about that. Anyway, let's get to the prompts. There's only 6. He goes through and names 6 attributes of a teacher. Like the first one is information. Then novels coming to mind that I'm going to show up to that are people that are looking for information or giving information, or Naked Lunch, Inherent Vice. Sorry about that. These great novels. I've read this probably 5 times. Recently, Buddy read it last year, and I've read this a couple times. Saw the movie. It's great. 2, ideal reading situation. I like to read at night. While you're sleeping, I'm reading. or I'm doing something, playing guitar through an earpiece, or artwork. 3, empathy. Um, let's see. This is a really important book to me. It's really emphatic. It's cathartic to me too. The ending, Light in August. It's my favorite Faulkner book, and that's why I named our annual read along Faulkner in August. Hashtag Faulkner in August. Me and Brian at Bookish started it 6 years ago, and this year we're doing As I Lay Dying. I have 2 copies of this. I don't know how I ended up with 2 copies. I do know. I had some of my books in boxes in Toledo, Ohio, and Phoenix, Arizona, and then I get them back because I had to replace the books that are. You get it. So we're probably having a giveaway too on that. A lot of co-hosts. 6th annual, join us. 4, social mediator. Oh yeah, and my videos about Faulkner when I first started, I had shorter hair. By the way, when I was teaching everyone, I wasn't sleeved up and didn't have his beard. I I was presentable. Social mediator. Oh, I'm sorry. I have the most views. I have thousands of views on my Light in August videos from like 5 years ago when I was wearing maybe a sport coat. I had a lapel mic, clean shaven. Anyway, prompt 5, data analysis. Here it's how many books are we reading this year, something like that. And then I think it's about what other things we do. I put down 75 books on my Goodreads. I upped it. I think I only had 60 last year. I could look, but 75. And that's good for me, more than a book a week. And I read, I'm going to hold up a couple big, long books in a second. And then art and music. I like to learn new things too. In fact, in the next couple of weeks, I'm buying a bass guitar. Got a good deal on a bass guitar. I just got to save up a little bit more money, but I'll be able to get it certainly by next month. And so I'll be learning that. 6, improviser. Improviser. I have 2 books. I'm trying to remember the. Okay, these are both very funny books. See, please go back to Gareth's video to get the prompts proper. But I'm holding up and then come back and Homeboy. I'm gonna buddy read this maybe this year with a friend of mine. I've read this 2-3 times. Confederacy of Dunces. Read this probably 5 times. Love this book. The next prompt, I do know what it's about. 7, Life Coach. Name a book with a teacher in it, like a memorable teacher. I kind of go with Catcher in the Rye. Remember how Holden just can't wait to get out of that apartment with his teacher? I'm going to tag a bunch of people. I'm going to tag Justin at Triumphant Reads, Pat at Book Chat with Pat, Brian at Bookish, Cliff at Cliff's Dark Gems, Randy Ray, Hannah at Hannah's Books, Tom Fasano, hey Tom, Mark at Book Time with Elvis, James at Queet, and Curious Volumes. I didn't did I skip over one? Social Mediator, like a book with social situations in it. Gotta hold up one of my lately one of my late prized possessions. I've read this twice. Last month, last time January in a group read, and I surprisingly it's not all annotated up. I have a few dog ears. You know, I plan on keeping this book. I made this bookmarker, have some notes and page numbers there. Have this other. Remember the Dewey Decimal System and card. This is from King Lear. Do I have a copy of King Lear? I don't think I do. Anyway, social situations. A lot of big balls in this. Speaking of AC/DC. Okay, if you made it this far, thank you, thank you. If you're new here, why not like for the algorithm, right? Like I care about it. Subscribe, make a comment, I'll reply back to you. Later.